Hey boys, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. Today's video, boys, we're going back into the Super Hogs, just because a lot of you guys wanted to see it. They wanted to see another full day in Legends League, especially after the post update nerfs. And in my opinion, guys, it's been working really well for me right now. I think I'm at 100% hit rate with it, but that could change at any moment. So for the King, I'm running the Phoenix, Earthquake Boots, and the Spiky Ball. You guys can run the Giant Gauntlet with Spiky Ball, Giant Gauntlet Rage, no worries, Vamp Stat Spiky Ball. It's really up to you for your preference. On the Hero Dive, for me, it hasn't really mattered, but this is what I've been running. I just want to test it after the buff to them because they actually kind of work really well for me. For the Queen, Magic Mirror and the Healer Puppet. I would say the Healer Puppet is mandatory. If you don't have the Magic Mirror, totally fine. You can use the Invisibility Vial. That works too. And then in terms of the pet, I really like Frosty. It works well for me. But for the Warden, here comes a little bit of a difference. Some people like Diggy. Some people like the Poison Lizard. You can run that too. For me, Diggy's been pretty good to just stun defenses. I like it, especially with the Super Hog Rider, so it works well. We're running the Eternal Tome and then the Life Gem. The Life Gem after the buff, man, it has been crazy. Like, it is so good, and I love it. Hence why this army is working so much better, like I said it would. I just thought it, like, with that Life Gem, how could it be worse? For the World Champion, again, Hog Puppet Haste File, I still got to use it, boys. The Rocket Spear just sucks for me, and I know, it sucks, but hey, you can't really do much. Again, shout out to Big Bill who made this army. I've seen iTzu use it, so shout out both those guys. I appreciate you guys for sharing this army. I love it. But let's get into our first attack and just see if we can bring in some 3 stars, because that's what we really want. And again, CC is the #1 goal. From there, 1A, 1B with the Town Hall and the Eagle. But this time, I'm trying to see where's our best entry point, because the base is kind of compact too. Should we get the Town Hall or should we go from this side? I like the funneling better from these gold collectors. I think we won't have to do too big of a funnel. So let's go Yeti up top with the wizard behind. Let that kind of work. Yeti, 2 wizards, Ice Golem. Let's just get everything in at this point. Super Wall Breaker to make sure we get through the wall. Log Launcher is kind of weirdly angled, but I don't think it'll matter too much. I'm going to get an Earthquake spell to make sure everything can get in. At this point, get a Poison spell. Should get in a Headhunter as well. I could invest a Rage, but I'll click this ability. Freeze the Monolith as it's trying to do damage to my king. Get the Skeleton spell to help out. Queen's looking fine right now. I might get a Rage Invis trick that we've been doing. And then get my Super Hog Riders here. Just because I do want to get that Town Hall down quickly. Let's get everything like this. There's not too much splash damage that we have to worry about. So we can wait on our heal. Just now I think is a good time. I'm going to freeze the Eagle. Getting a Headhunter. Rage. Warden ability. And I think that should get us through. Because we don't have any healing. We got to make sure we heal once they get right out of the Eternal Tome. That should be good. They'll go towards a Monolith. Then go towards a Scatter. Okay. Looking good so far. Let's get some minions in for cleanup. The Scatter Shot is the last remaining thing that's really going to torture us, if I'm being honest. So we got to get a Royal Champion there. ASAP. It's supercharged too, so that's actually kind of nice. Just to see how our troops will do against supercharged defenses. Okay, get that Inferno down, Royal Champion. Royal Champion is getting quite low, so I'm going to have to pop the ability now. The Hog Riders can stay in front. That's all I need. I just need the Royal Champion to get through the Ricochet Cannon, because that's the last remaining thing that can cause me damage. And this is where I mean Diggy comes in clutch. Its stun ability really saved that for me and just made the attack that much easier. But we still have a hidden Tesla left that we have to deal with. We don't have really much more else. We got some archers doing cleanup, minions helping out, and these hogs ended up doing fine. Would I love to have max hog riders? Heck yes, I would. But the thing is, I know the nerf to the Hog Puppet and Haste File is kind of extreme. Still does work. What I like, someone mentioned to me in the comments were like, what about the Life Gem and the Haste Spell? Yes, that works. It's got more damage, but the one problem and side effect that I don't like about it is you don't get that invisibility. So imagine that Ricochet Cannon had locked onto my Royal Champion. If I pop the ability, I don't get any relief from it. So that's the main reason why I still use this over, say, incorporating the Life Gem. But first attack was money. Let's reinforce our troops, but let's go watch that again just to make sure and drill home like the fact of like why we did what we did. So we could have went through the Town Hall totally fine, But I was a little bit worried about that poison tower angling. I felt like, what if I don't have the juice to make it through the town hall, and then the CC kind of gets half stuck? So I was actually kind of thinking ahead already. I can enter at these gold collectors, get my way through there, and then I set my funnel for my super hogs while doing that. Because look, there's no defenses on the outside, so my super hogs are going to go directly towards the town hall. Or I could have went from the 3 o'clock side. It didn't really end up mattering. But, so let's check this out. You didn't really need to invest too much into funneling either, so I just dropped a Yeti at 12 o'clock. Let's wait for that to get in. This is what happens when you're just planning along. So, and then I use this other Yeti just to help our hero dive. The log launcher positioning, kind of suspect. I wasn't too happy with it. I think I kind of forgot that the town hall's not in the core. That's why I picked that angle, if I'm being real with you guys. Then I just got my earthquake spell in, just to make sure we can get through that wall in this next step, get the poison spell down, get our headhunter in. And at this point, we're doing good. But remember, the king starts taking damage, so I pop his ability, drop a skeleton spell and freeze spell on the monolith to make sure the king can stay up as long as he can. I saw the queen getting down, so I was like, you know what, let's do that rage trick where we just pop the ability, get the healers raged up, and the queen should do some more work. As that's happening and distracting, I was like, you know what, let's get in our super hogs and make sure we get down this town hall. The one thing people have said that their super hogs end up going down quickly, be proactive with your spells. Don't wait for them to get low, because obviously then you're going to run into some problems. But we get a rage spell in, and remember, because you don't have the healing tome, they're actually not healing through the eternal tome. So that's why you got to put another heal spell in to make sure they don't go down. But that one eagle shot made one of those packs go really low, and with this backside inferno still up, that was kind of a problem. And obviously that supercharged scatter is not your best friend either. World champion ends up doing it for us, so it ended up working out, but it was close, I admit. But again, close doesn't matter to us. We just want 3 stars. So another solid attack. Let's go in for the next one. We've got everything cooked. Make sure we got our siege barracks. Gotta be very careful of that. And now let's see. Okay. CC's up top. Eagle's down here. So should we just go through the monolith? Yeah, might as well, guys. I think it's just the best case scenario for us. So let's get a Yeti down. Another Yeti on this side. Super wall breaker right away. We don't have a log launcher. Oh no, oh no. So let's just switch to siege barracks this time. Total mistake by my part. We'll make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay, let's let this work. Let's get earthquake. This is where the earthquake boots is really going to save us, because we wouldn't have a path to get the next wall. That's why I'm going to put the super wall breaker in. I'm going to click the king ability here, get this set of walls in. Could I have waited a little longer? Probably. The reason I didn't is I just wanted to make sure everything got in. Get our poison spell in on the king, enemy king. Queen's doing fine. Poison spell drops on her. I'm going to hope she can get the town hall. If she can't, I will start with my super hogs on this side. Mind you, that is a little reckless when we're still watching the other side go. So let's go. Let's wait a little bit. I'm going to freeze the scatter. I'm going to get a rage warden ability. And then on my queen, I'm going to pop her ability. Invest the rage. It's a little bit reckless what I just did there, but I think it's gonna end up being worth it. My royal champion ability that I clicked was actually a fat finger. Did not mean to do that at all, but I think the queens are gonna have enough power to get me through here. Let's see, can I get a super wall breaker in to help anywhere, just to distract even? But I think we're doing fine. The real battle we're gonna run into now is at this point is dealing with this backside ricochet cannon. So I'm gonna get some of these archers in to hopefully take off some of the firepower. But man, I love Diggy. I think it really does the value for us. But see, ricochet cannon locks on towards RC. But man, Spirit Fox ends up saving us. So ended up working out. The only thing I would recommend, guys, is obviously not fat fingering your royal champion. Oh wow, okay, so it's actually getting quite close. We gotta make sure that Tesla goes down. Jeez. Okay, but no, my queen's still up. Okay, so I was panicking for no reason. But I think if I didn't use the royal champion ability when I did, it would have been even easier. I just made it a lot harder on myself by fat fingering. So, but again, that's not an excuse. We got the job done. Base also wasn't all that leveled up, so you can't really celebrate it too much. But I'll never complain of getting a 3-star. Now let's go watch this again. I just want to make sure everyone's got the idea. Got to get this loaded up. And this time, let's stop making a mistake. There's all those log launchers. And drop these because I don't need them. And we should be fine. So let's go check this out quickly. And defensively, we're doing pretty good today too. And just to break this down a little bit more of why I chose my entry point. First things first I always do is just highlight the CC, because that's my number one goal. At this point, I always decide, I'm like, you know what? Bottom side, yes, would be nice. Oh, you get the Eagle Queen scatter, right? That'd be perfect. But I can't guarantee I make it through both those poison towers to get towards the CC. I could run out of juice and completely fall flat on my face. So I was like, okay, what about 9 o'clock? Well, it could work. And potentially it wouldn't be that bad. You could get the queen. But I was like, you know what? Instead of getting that Inferno and Ricochet Cannon, why not get the Monolith and then this Expo Scatter over here and the RC? So I was like, you know what? Let's choose that. At this point, I had to really regroup because remember, we don't have a log launcher this time because I only brought Siege Barracks. So you kind of just got to adapt. No worries if you make that kind of mistake. Just kind of don't let it psych yourself out because if you let it do that, you're done for. And remember, you still have Super Wall Breaker. So even if you don't have the log launcher, it's not too big of a deal. You can kind of still regroup. And those Wizards P.E.K.K.A.s will end up helping out. The one mistake I made, and you guys shouldn't, is remember to get your Skeleton spell down early. Why let it lock onto some troops when it doesn't need to be? So I ended up freezing it, getting a poison spell in for the CC, and then open up all the walls with the Earthquake boots, and I love them. I think they're so much fun to use. I think they've really made it more viable because before, yeah, you could use it. They would help. They would kind of do some damage. But with this radius increase, damage increase, I love it. And I think with the Spiky Ball paired up, they work amazing together. Then Super Hogs at 9 o'clock, get a heal spell down right away just because I saw the positioning. I was like, you know what? There's probably some Giant Bombs there. We didn't end up running into any. I froze the scatter right away. And here's where I mess up. I clicked the Royal Champion ability. Obviously fat fingered because I didn't mean to because there was no point of them. They're just going to go and end up dying. I should have, if I was going to do it at any point, I should have done it once I was about to click my Warden ability. But then all the bombs were right there in the core. There was like 5 in a row that we hit. There the Super Hog Riders took a hit, but they still ended up taking out majority of the base. Our value with our queen was awesome. She stayed up throughout the whole attack. So did the king. And then we were left with this one last Tesla, which our warden ended up taking the last shot or off. Yeah, it was the warden. No, it was actually a couple archers in the wizard towers. The wizard, sorry. But super nice. 2 for 2. And check this out defensively, guys. Someone dropped a 1-star. 2 1-stars. Okay, so this base is doing quite well. I'm going to run it for one more day. I still have it included, but I'm actually testing another base out. Obviously, this one's good, but it used to struggle a lot. But for right now, it's doing well. I've got that shared. Obviously, it'll be in the description. And then this new base I'm going to test out, I really have some trust in it and faith. And I'll share that once I find out that if it's good enough for you guys. Okay, boys, let's hit the next attack and just kind of keep this train rolling. No more mistakes of missing the log launcher because I obviously need that. Ooh, okay. Double invis. CC right in the core. What do we do? Do we just bash through the core and go through this invisibility tower too? Why not? Let's give it a shot and see if we can do it. The other way I would want to go is from this side, but I feel like I need to get that invisibility tower down. So let's go Yeti over here. 2 wizards. Yeti wizard. Valkyrie, deal with that. 1 super wall breaker. And then another super wall breaker. At this point, let's get everything in. King, queen. Boom. That should be fine. Okay, that'll pop. Everything's going to start walking away. That's fine, but the queen's going to definitely stay in range. And that's pretty much all we need. Let's get like that. And then I'm going to have to keep my queen up. We can maybe invest a rage there. I think that should be fine. And then I'm going to get a rage on this queen. Investing quite a bit here, so it's got to pay off. That invisibility tower goes down. I'm going to put my king ability in to get him through the walls. Looking good. I'm going to go here with my super hogs. I think this is a decent entry point. Get a headhunter in, and then at this point, let's see. Let's get 1 heal spell in here because whoa, lots of giant bombs. Okay, queen, let's see if you can kind of take this for us. Queen is clutching right now. Need my warden to speed up here, though. Let's get another freeze spell on the town hall. At this point, I'm really hoping my queen can provide some extra value because we need that ricochet cannon to go down because I did invest quite a bit into there. But at this point, we're just got the town hall honestly left, and that's why I saved the warden ability for so long. I need it because I want to make sure I can deal with that ricochet cannon. But honestly, we have so many troops up. This should be totally fine. Wow, that's actually smashed. I'm happy we made that choice then. Because at first, I was kind of I was a little bit nervous going right away in towards the invisibility tower, but works on double invis bases. We still have the Royal Champion ability straight swagged. We still have some troops up. And then we'll just pop it there at the end. Wow. I'm very happy with that. And I do want to actually watch that one over because the one thing I was looking for on this base was one key detail. I was about to enter through these heroes. Why didn't I though? And I want to see if you guys can get that. Actually think about it, and what is the main reason I wouldn't go through there? Well, it probably could have worked. I could have set a Yeti funnel with the 2 wizards and then Yeti over here with the wizard and then say a Valkyrie and go and smash through there. But the worrying part was what happens with this invisibility tower? Will I struggle on it on the back end? And that's happened before. I have struggled like that on some double invis bases. So I was like, you know what? That's not going to happen. I like this cleaner funnel. I can start here at this cannon with the Yeti 2 wizards, Yeti wizard Valkyrie on this side at 6 o'clock, and then just get 2 super wall breakers, get my king queen in there. I could have froze the invisibility tower. I was thinking about that too, but I was like, you know what? Let's not invest anything too crazy. So that was my reasoning for that. I just wanted that to be known. And then I'll explain why I dropped my super hogs where I did. Main reason being I wanted to get rid of the heroes. So while I had the warden there, I was thinking of using the ability early. But when I saw, I was just like, you know what? Everything's looking fine right now. I can actually save it. So I get my Yetis in, 2 wizards on that side, super wall breaker, get the second super wall breaker. And at this point, the funnel's looking nice. I'm going to get my ice golem in, going to get my E-Titan, king, queen, rest of the hero drive, get the log launcher in. And this is the point where I was like, you know what? Should I freeze? And then the ice golem pops. King actually goes on the outside. But look at the queen. She's stuck in between that wall. That actually ended up working fine. At this point, I just kind of turned it into like almost a little bit of a Yeti bomb kind of. And I was like, you know what? Why not put a rage spell down for the E-Titan and the 1 Yeti? See if they can take out that scatter for me. Then at this point, queen's getting low, but the enemy queen's right there. So I was like, I'll rage invis trigger, get all the queens up, and see how much value they can provide. King's getting close to this wizard tower. I pop his ability early. I didn't need to. The reason being, I didn't want it to go towards the army camp and just walk around, but he actually ends up getting into that Inferno, does he? I can't remember. But then I start with the Super Hogs. At this point, they were taking a lot of bit of damage, so I needed to get a heal spell in. But look at this queen. I get a skeleton spell in front to tank for her, so she's going to deal with that invisibility tower that we're not going to have to be anywhat scared about anymore. I get in a freeze spell just because the ricochet cannon and the town hall were starting to do a number on her. And then I had heal spells and a freeze spell left, so those were for the Super Hogs. But the freeze I wanted to use on the ricochet cannon just to make sure this one ricochet cannon at least goes down because the spirit box was close by, so I didn't want that to go down. King did his whole job. He clears out the top side, did miss the Inferno. Doesn't end up mattering because I used the Warden ability as pretty much the last thing left on this attack. And we kind of just washed it. In a max based, obviously, and then double invis. That's something people struggle with. And this army's actually making light work of it right now. Let's see, 2 minutes left. That's nothing. Let's just get this going. Get our troops. Make sure we have log launchers. Everything is up. And let's go see if we can make this 4 for 4, hopefully. Is this a double invis? No. Okay, so invis by the town hall. Supercharged scatters. Ooh, that's kind of gross. But the CC right here. This is risky what I'm about to do, but I think if I go towards the eagle, in towards the CC and get some of those heroes, I think that will be good value. So let's go Yeti out here with the wizard. Yeti out here with 2 wizards this time, and I'll drop a Valkyrie over here. Let's go Ice Golem, Super Wall Breaker, E-Titan, a little bit of a weird angle, King, Queen. Have that kind of walk in, another Super Wall Breaker if we need to get towards that wall. Backside Earthquake spell, Poison spell, Skeleton spell to distract. Okay, and then that, I just got to keep my eye on that single target Inferno, make sure it goes down. If it doesn't, I will have to freeze it because it's on my king. So that's fine, I'll invest that. At this point, I'm thinking about dropping my king ability to just make sure we get through the rest of this base and get the value we need. So I'm going to go invis on the queen, rage, wait a little bit, drop the ability, see how much more value she can get for us. Maybe a headhunter in. At this point, we kind of gotta get the rest of the base with our super hogs. I'm gonna try investing in and seeing if my queen can take out this monolith. If they can, I won't invest anything more. We should be fine. So let's start with the rest of the attack. 5 hogs. I'm just gonna put everything in here. I could have probably saved those hogs, but ended up not. Just because I was a little bit worried about this backside, if I'm being real with you guys. I'm going to get a free spell in here. I'm going to wait as long as humanly possible with this rage. Boom. Warden ability now, and let's see if we can make through it. At this point, you've just got to hope we get through here. I'm going to be very careful with my heal spell. Not right now, because those ones are taking too much damage, so they're fine. Let's see. That big core there is what I'm going to really want to heal. And honestly, let me pop the Royal Champion ability, see if she can get the Town Hall for me, and then I'll heal the backside Hog Riders, and that should make it so this works. But we'll see. Let's get 2 minions up top. Royal Champion is kind of getting a little bit hammered because of that Ricochet cannon. Or is she still up? Oh, she is. Oh, she's doing fine. Get that king out of here. Get out of here, king. And then at this point, wow, let's get these archers in and we should be fine. What? Okay, another money attack. This one, I was kind of pooping my pants. I got a little bit nervous, but we shouldn't be cocky because there's 30 seconds left, but there's quite a bit of buildings left, if I'm being honest, and some of them are storages and 2 collectors over here. Oh, sheesh. I dropped those archers. Oh, no. This is, 20 seconds, though. Can they make it, man? I'm actually so nervous. I do not want to fail because of a time fail. Let's see. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. It's going to be the Royal Champion, though. Oh, my God. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, fudge. Yep, failed on, dang it, dude. That's annoying. Didn't deserve that, guys. But again, if I'm being honest, it's my fault. Because I shouldn't have dropped those archers where I did. I got a little bit cocky, and that's why you don't make mistakes like that. Because they'll cost you. And they ended up costing me. So, I think our plan was pretty good. I did invest a little bit too much into the hero dab, I'd say, this time, but it ended up working out. I just was sloppy with my archers. And that you can't have happening. So we got our Yetis in. At this point, I was just like, you know what? I really need to make sure this hero dive goes well. But for the value we got from our hero dive, I wasn't too mad at it, actually. Because look, we ended up getting multi-archer towers, infernos, scatters, expos, eagle, CC, and the monolith. That is a whole chunk of the base, but I left 2 supercharged scatters by the town hall with an invisibility tower, which is reckless. I think this free spell by me was smart just to save my king. I had to pop his ability to make sure he kind of like rages through that, get some more walls open. I wasn't too worried about that. But the thing that kind of sucked was, oh man, those archers are still bugging me. But like I said, you got to bounce through that, and it's not too big of a deal. But again, we get our invis rage trick on the cloned queens, and man, did they ever put in the work. Got my super hog riders in while they're still up just to kind of do some mini tanking for me. Get the rest of my troops in here. At this point, I was just worried about pathing. I could have saved the 5 hog riders for this archer tower. But look here, I still have 4 archers, so I made that mistake totally on that. Even if I had dropped 2 here on this elixir collector, I would have been totally okay. Yet I fumbled the bag and dropped them. Where did I put them? I just want to check that out. Were they really badly placed, or was I kind of like okay to put them there? Let's see. Where are they going to come in? I feel like I put them down here by this archer tower. Is that where I put them? Yeah, I did. See? And I put all 4 there. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You hate to see it. Happens, but we're definitely not going to let that happen again. And then we got 4 attacks left. We went 3 for 4 with a 99% 2-star, which is fine. Happens, but we'll bounce back for sure. I wanted to ask this earlier, but are you guys buying the scenery? Like here in Canada, it's $44.99. So with taxes, it's like $50. So I don't know if I can swallow that, but if you guys want to see it, I could buy it and show you. But man, oh man, it's nice, obviously, but is it worth the money? I don't know. I just wanted to ask that. I should have asked this earlier in the video, but still, let me know in the comments if you guys are buying it. Got the army cooked up. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves. That 99% stung. I was kind of feeling it there, but got to get our head back in the game. CC's up here. Eagle's right there. Okay, this one's easy. I'm going straight through the eagle. You guys know the drill, because I can get these 2 multi-archer towers, but we got to set a nice enough funnel where we can get the king and make sure he goes in towards us. So let's go over here. Boom, Yeti, Valkyrie on this side. Ice Golem, E-Titan, Log Launcher, King, Queen. Gonna get an early Earthquake. Make sure that we can go through that Town Hall. Can any of these wizards clutch these expos? That would have been so cool. Okay, and we're through the wall. This should make sure our king goes in towards here. Didn't need to use his ability either. That was awesome. And then I'm going to get that in there. King's still doing fine. But I'll pop his ability now. Queen's taking some damage, but I need her to take care of these ice golems for me. Even if she gets a little bit low, that's okay. I will get an invis on her rage and then pop her ability. Get our warden ready and then start with our super hogs here. Boom, boom. Bomb tower goes down. That was awesome. This time we can let the hogs just join up. That's cool. I'm going to get a skeleton spell here. Freeze spell now. I'm not going to freeze this scatter because I don't need to. Okay, only thing left now is 2 headhunters in. Get a rage spell, heal spell, warden ability, get everything in. Make use of that rage, please, and get that town hall for me. Get that town hall. Oh, this town hall poison is gonna hurt. Okay, now, okay. Get some of those in. Okay, that town hall poison is gonna hurt a lot, but those hogs actually ran outside of it. That's perfect. Let's get some super wall breakers in. At this point, I just don't want time to be an issue because last time it made me upset failing, but I think we should be fine. This time we did a really good job. I'm going to click the ability, and we have so much time on our hands. We did a better job spreading our troops this time, and we took down that max base. So finally, we're doing great. I shouldn't even say finally, like we're killing it. With this strategy, what am I now? So I was 8 for 8 one day, 2 for 2, and then we just missed one with the 99%. So I'm like, what, 97, 98% hit rate with this. So it's working well, obviously. I do want to see you guys use it because I want to showcase this. I know a lot of you guys can sometimes get bored, say, the super witches or the regular still people trying root riders or dragons. So this is the army that I'm really trying to push out to the world. I want you guys to use it. I genuinely think it's one of the best armies in the game, and not for the normal sense. Like, oh, it's so strong, it's this, it's that. It's just so fun to use. I'm a big fan of it. But let's talk through this. Again, I'm doing that same stuff where I ignore the town hall sometimes. Sometimes it's to my detriment. Sometimes it's honestly for entertainment. But it's just the style of my attack. Like, I want to get the 3-star. I want to show you guys 3 stars. But again, I'm okay failing. Like I showed yesterday, I got a 1-star. It happens. But majority of the time, we want to do the best strategy possible to get the 3-star. And for me, this was the best angle to take. I see the eagle out there, a free gimme. I see 2 multi-archer towers, rage tower, all 3 infernos in the core with the CC. I get all that out. What's left in the base? The ricochet cannon, and look at the pathing. They don't have any defenses out here, so my hog riders are just going to path with the super hogs in towards the town hall. Totally fine with that. So we start with our yetis. I was like, I'll put those down, 2 wizards behind. I think that's good enough to clean up. And then you can use a Valkyrie and the extra wizard there too. Sometimes I like to keep those for cleanup, but when I have 2 expos on ground, the yetis won't do enough damage to get through there, especially when on one side it's a storage. So yetis get in. Then I just start with my Ice Golem, E-Titan, King, Queen, Log Launcher. Get my Earthquake spell down early to get some damage off on the multi-archer towers. And also the key reason is, look at that single target Inferno. It actually does lock onto my King, but because it's 1 shot away, I don't need to invest a freeze. Because watch this. It locked on for like 3 or 4 seconds, but it didn't ramp up. So that was what you needed. And then at this point, Rage Tower goes off. King is going to take a lot of damage here because of the Ice Golem slowing it down. And raged up multi-archer towers and 2 Infernos. That's never easy to deal with. At this point, my Queen actually got quite low because of this backside archer tower. But the Ice Golems ended up going down, so I was just like, you know what? I'll drop the Invis, get the Rage a little further down, and get the healers behind, Archer Queens out front. They're going to get that Bomb Tower, get the enemy Queen. That means that I can use my heal spell a little later on as I approach this Scatter Shot. And the Queen took out these healing huts, which kind of just helped from my pathing, if I'm being honest. And then I was able to freeze the Scatter and then drop my heal spell. Honestly, I could have waited even longer for the heal spell, but I was like, you know what? There's a backside Poison Tower that I'm going to have to run into. So I was like, you know what? Might as well just use it. Get another Rage spell down, Warden ability, have a heal down already, and then I can use this last freeze. The freeze timing, I was a little bit suspect on. I let one shot get off. That timing was kind of bad. I should have been a little bit earlier with that. But I guess it ended up working because we ran out of the tornado trap without it hitting again because they run into its dead zone. So super duper clutch. So it ended up working out. Even the freeze spell timing, even if I thought it was a little late, it ended up being fine. World Champion ability didn't need to be used, but I wanted to use it just because we can kind of obviously speed through the rest of the attack. But max base is going down like butter. That 99% is more of a fail on my end rather than, say, a bad attack. Because, come on, if I had those archers down there, that was a washed base. Got the log launcher, everything, because I don't want to make many mistakes anymore. Okay, double poison in the core again. Man, these double poison bases add up. CC's right here. This time I'm struggling a little bit with pathing. How do I get there? Obviously, I'd love to take out the eagle, but this time I don't think the value's there. So let's go and go from the bottom side and see if we can make it in. So let's go Yeti over here with the wizard. Yeti over here with 2 wizards and 1 Valkyrie on this side. Let's go Ice Golem, E-Titan, Log Launcher right away. Super Wall Breaker to see if it can get through the wall. Drop my King Queen. This time, get a skeleton spell early. King's kind of veering off. Get that wall down. Yes, it does. Now they should go for the monolith. Let's see. Or is the queen walking on the outside? Uh-oh. That's not good. Poison spell here. King's doing fine. That log launchers are also doing good. It's making its way in towards the core. I'm not going to hit the king ability just yet because I have that log launcher there. Do I have another super wall breaker? No, I don't. So at this point, let's just get these archers in for some tanking. I'm not going to pop my king ability. The reason I'm waiting is because I want him to get towards that core. Now I'll pop his ability. That opens up everything. Gets to town hall? What? No way. Okay. So now let's get her in our warden. Super hogs behind. Free spell right away. Just because I don't want it taking a random shot. Root Rider. Another free spell. I can't believe that town hall went down. That was insane. And then I'm just going to get a heal spell up here. That'll help. Invis Rage Queen ability. Let's see. How's that looking? Good. I'm going to get 2 Headhunters in to deal with the backside. I'm going to click my Warden ability now. That should be good. The triple queen should help out clutch the backside. Get a heal in here. And we should be totally fine. We got to watch that town hall back. Because what even was that? Triple queens are still up? Boys. That one mistake doesn't happen. This is a perfect day right now. And 99%, can you even hate that? I don't think so. And we still have a minute 20. Wow, look how many super hogs up. And I know a lot of you guys say that you struggle with having your super hogs up. I think if you get the proper value that you need for your hero dive, come on, man. Look how many we have up. Pretty much all of them. And we don't even need to use the Royal Champion ability. Because this time time's not a problem and I don't need to speed it up. So let's just swag it. But let's watch that back, man. The Earthquake boots are just ridiculously good. I'm shocked at how powerful they are. I didn't think they'd be this good, but hey, they are. So, why didn't I go from the top side? I kind of explained before, but I didn't have... It's obviously 30 seconds, so you got to be quick. I could have, guys. I totally could have. But I didn't trust myself to get in towards the range of the CC. I feel like my troops would have just gone on towards the outside, and I kind of would have been just twiddling my thumbs, being like, okay, well, now I kind of screwed my super hogs. So I was like, you know what? Let's take the less valued side, set a nice little funnel with their Yetis. We'll get the monolith, we'll get the queen, we'll get a scatter or 2, get the CC, hopefully get in range of the town hall. If I wasn't planning to get the town hall. Actually, I kind of was. I was being a little bit greedy, but we ended up getting it. I do want to see how we got it, because I don't know if you guys could tell by my voice, but I was shocked as heck. I did not see it coming. So here goes the Yetis. E-Titan, Ice Golem, Log Launcher, get a Super Wall Breaker to destroy the first wall. I tried being very quick with my Skeleton spell. I was even a little bit too slow, but still it ended up going down, didn't touch a hero. My queen ends up going on the outside. I was a little bit scared there. At that point, I was like, oh, dang. And I was a little slow with my Headhunters, but look at that. I got so lucky. The Ice Golems and the CC that popped out, they're just getting wrecked by that Log Launcher. And the one Headhunter that was in there didn't end up doing anything. And look at my king. He doesn't even have to deal with these because that Log Launcher did pretty much all the work. Queen ends up shooting over those walls so she can deal with that side. Get some archers in just for tanking for this archer tower. And the reason here, I need to pause. The reason I didn't click the king ability early, because if I open these walls up, he's going to go towards the scatter and won't touch the town hall. So watch this. We're going to pop the earthquake boots and get that off. And the spiky ball hits the town hall. Finishes it. At that point, I was like, what? The whole core smashed. The queen's still up on the other side, so I get my warden in, super hogs. I freeze the scatter right away because I did not want it getting even a single shot off. So at this point, I was kind of worried about 2 different things. I want to keep my queen up, also keep my super hogs healthy so I can keep freezing the scatter. I did both times. I think it was smart. Then I can get a heal spell in for them. Then I can do that invis rage trick we do over there with the queens. All three end up staying up. They're going to get towards the ricochet cannon. And now both things are kind of sweeping through the base. Royal Champion with the Super Hogs are going up the left-hand side. Triple Queens are going up the right-hand side. 2 spells left. Rage heal. Drop them right by the Inferno. Crush the Teslas. Crush the enemy king. Get the Eagle. And it was smashed. And no Royal Champion ability needed, guys. Come on. This attack is strong. You guys need to know that. Like, look, we're at 5,600 trophies. I'm not at no joke level of like trophies. Like, this is getting high. And look at this. We still got 2 defenses. 2 attacks left while we've taken all our defenses. We're going positive again. We're getting up there in trophies. Almost 5,700 trophies now at this point. And we still got 2 attacks left. So let me get those loaded up. We'll finish the day, hopefully 7 for 8 with a 99%. That stings. But, hey man, can't complain. Okay, boys, it's time for the real truth. Can we end this video off 7 for 8? I really do hope so. I just want to, because I feel like the strategy is working really to a T right now. We're doing well with it. So, okay, CC's right here, and we get the Eagle. You guys already know the drill, and I think the funnel is going to be pretty solid too. So let's go Yeti, 2 Wizards up top. Yeti here, Wizard, Valkyrie on the outside. Let's go Ice Golem, E-Titan, Log Launcher, Super Wall Breaker, King, Queen. Then I'll get another Super Wall Breaker in, and Earthquake kind of over all this area. Let's get a Poison in, Headhunter in for the enemy king. Make sure we can kind of help with that. And at this point, I might get in a Skeleton spell on that single Inferno. Yes, I usually save it for the Monolith, but this time I feel like it was justified. Wait a little bit longer. King ability here, open up all the walls, get through those. Okay, and then another Headhunter in, hopefully for the Queen. Okay, no, she's going to end up going down. At this point, if the King can get that Town Hall, this is just spectacular, man. If he can get that, can he get it for me, though, is the question. Let's go Super Hogs up here. Let's get everything going. Queen's still doing fine, so I won't worry too much about her. I got a really early freeze there on that scatter, but I think it was justified. And then at this point, I'm going to wait a little bit for my Queen. If she can get through there, we should be good. I'm going to get a Rage spell down on her now too. And she should just smash through the rest of this. Whoa. Okay. Earthquake boots, just, I don't even know. This is just too good. Like, it's good everywhere. That heal spell sucked, by the way. Oh, that heal spell really sucked. Okay, let's calm down. I got to make sure we kind of still end this all fine. I think we will be fine, even though I bombed that. Let's see, where do we need some cleanup? Maybe just up top. Queen's still up, Royal Champion's up. That heal spell was completely wasted, so that would be good on this backside. So if I lose some Super Hog Riders, completely on me, especially with that bomb tower up. We had pretty much all of them up. They would have been, because I would have had a heal spell here. Again, hands are up, fault's all mine. But look at this, no Royal Champion ability needed again. With a minute left, guys, you gotta use this army. How much more do I gotta sell this? Like, at this point, I gotta turn into a salesman for you guys, because I feel like you guys need to buy this, and you gotta use it. And I might even say the most disgusting thing ever. Do I like this more than Super Witches? Man, I don't know. Yes. I enjoy it more right now. Like, to play this, I genuinely like it more. It works just as well. Like, look, yesterday we had a pretty solid day with Super Witches. Today we're having an even better day with these Super Hog Riders. So, I don't know, man. Right now, I'm a big fan. So let's quickly watch that one back. Why'd I enter from where I did? Guys, CC, Eagle, 2 Multi-Archer Towers, 2 Infernos. That spoke to me. Having the 2 heroes right there. And then another important factor is just this funnel. Look at 3 o'clock. I can put a Yeti at this collector, put a Valkyrie, put a Wizard. They'll clean that. Yeti, 2 Wizards up top. They'll take down the Arch Tower. Rest is everything is going to funnel right into the Wards of Core. That's all you can ask for, really. Set a good funnel. Get your hero dive going. Get your headhunters in at a perfect time. Nice little earthquake spell. Keep an eye out on these single infernos. That's why I popped the king ability there. But look at how much the base it opens up. King ends up taking the town hall. Then I can start with my super hogs on the top side. Rage, heal. Let me slow this down a bit. That was a little too quick. Then we did our invis rage trick again. And my oh my. That's all I got to say. We're killing it. And that heal spell sucked, by the way, so we can say that again. But at the end of the day, if the attack works, you can't really complain if you mess up here and there. Clone Queen still end up doing a lot of work. Our Queen stays up. And we don't need the Royal Champion again. Royal Champion ability again. Obviously, we need the Royal Champion, but you know what I mean. And we clean the rest of that base up. So, Another 3-star. That puts us at 6 for 7 with the 99%. Man, that hurts every time I say it. Make sure we got everything. And let's see if we can end it off 7 for 8. That's the goal. That's what we want. And that's what we've been looking for. Okay, this base also isn't all too hard. But remember, these are the ones that you have to take most serious because these are the ones that are the easiest to mess up. CC's in the core, Eagles up top. I feel like I want to push all the way in towards there. So let me get my 2 Yetis here. Wizard on each side. Yeti, Wizard again. Let's go Ice Golem, E-Titan, Log Launcher, King, Queen. Super Wall Breaker, hopefully can make it there. And then I'm just going to get an Earthquake spell to get all those walls. And this, fingers crossed, should push everything in towards the core. King might try walking out. Let's see. Queen's definitely walking away, I think. Okay, King's actually coming back. Oh, wow. Okay, King, join the party. Queen, you were definitely going for a little bit of a run. I need to super wall break you in. King, don't go on the outside, bro. Uh-oh. King goes on the outside, but we draw out the CC. That's good, but now I got to keep my CC alive and make sure the King doesn't attract the dragon, which I think he will. So in that meantime, I got to keep my Queen alive. Queen, I think, will stay alive during that time. I will get some archers here just to... This is pretty much just a last kind of ditch effort to keep everything alive. So, okay, Queens, I do really need you to save me here, Queen. I need you to take care of the CC. So I'm going to make her invis pretty soon. She's taking a load of damage. And those, let's get a Rage, pop her ability, Poison, that should be fine. Let's go with the Super Hogs up here. Warden, RC, and then I'm going to get 5 Hogs out here to kind of help out. Skeleton spell, 2 Headhunters in as well. Where do we need these free spells? Man, those heal spells did nothing again. Warden ability now. Got one of them in there. Queen's still up, but now at this point, I just gotta... I don't know. World Champion's doing fine. She's going to take care of that. I will need to freeze here. Rage heal. Freeze again here. And then I think... because I've used my Warden ability, I need something to stun that scatter. Okay, that Diggy does. Okay, great job, Diggy. It's pretty much up to the World Champion, because at this point I don't have cleanup either, because I had to use my minions early. Oh, I wish the World Champion was healthy like she used to be. Uh-oh. She used to be so much better at cleaning the rest of the base like this, but I don't think she's going to have the juice. I'm going to have to pop her ability anyway. Going to really have to hope these Hog Riders can not just make it through the rest of the base, but with time. But no, with that, with the Barbarian King and the RC, man, we fumbled it. Easy base, that's what happens. You guys start calling it easy, you guys can get in trouble. And I shouldn't say you guys, I'm talking about myself here. But all good. Didn't end up getting it, but hey, you can't be perfect every day. So that puts us at 6 for 8, 298 trophies. That's still pretty solid, especially after that 99% kind of sucked. This was probably our worst attack, but still, going plus 57 at 5,700 trophies, that's a win in my book. Let's quickly check this again. Our key mistake was our heroes going on the outside. That's what happens when you try picking this entry point. With those little 2 compartments they make like this, where the Expo and the Mortar are in, they can cause your Queen and King to diverge. I really thought the King had made it in towards the corner. I would have popped his ability, and I think he would have got towards the Monolith. But when he took his step to go outside, right then and there I knew I was in trouble. Because at this point, watch here, the King ends up joining back up. So watch, he's going to end up going for that Ricochet Cannon. At this point, he walks out. It's because that storage went down. Okay. See, that wasn't the King's fault. His next pathing was towards that. Maybe I should have popped his ability right now. And then that dragon didn't help, so I have to like kind of wait as long as possible. So time would have also been a problem. It sucks. Didn't quite get it. But hey, 5,700 trophies is 5,700 trophies. We're happy with that. And how many days are left in the Legends League? 18 days. So we're on pace. I just want to end up over 6K. That's the goal right now. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like the video. Please subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.